You see how bad of a back jump that was? Part of it, right?
All right, smock ass, what's the plan?
Okay. Like I said before, we gotta watch out because there's bees and stuff living in this car.
That makes it fun.
Yeah. Anyway, though. Damn, that freaked me out already. What was that? There's my thing. Cool. All right.
You got a shade tree, I see.
Yeah, barely, and it ain't hitting the car.
But it's
Not
hitting
where
you.
I'm gonna be at.
It's hitting you, dude.
This thing quit running just sitting in my driveway, right?
Yes. Tell them about the
I put
history.
a fuel pump in it. The history. It ain't got much history. What do we know about it?
Start at the beginning.
It ran when we got it. Okay? I had to go down there. I threw a couple gallons of gas in it. It had no brakes. I put brakes and brake lines and shit on it because it didn't have that. Man, this tree limb's gotta go. Sorry. Sorry, tree.
Poor red bud.
Huh?
Go back to the... We got brakes all on it.
Got brakes
Brakes
on it.
work.
Brake. I gotta put a new master cylinder on it.
It's got a lot of brake updates.
Yeah, I got a lot of new stuff on this car. It's got a whole new front end underneath of it. It's got new
Tie rod and stuff like that, wasn't it?
I don't think we put the brake rotors on it. I know that, and brake shoe and the
Yeah.
we put all brake shit on here.
Pads and
I'm having a problem
rotors.
remembering what all this shit's
It's
called.
been a
right now.
minute since
Yeah,
it's been down.
a minute. But anyway, this thing, after I got it done, literally, it was sitting there. My daughter took it for a ride, like what, 1/8 of a mile.
It was a real short ride.
It done really good. She came back. She parked it in our driveway, and she went and was getting ready to leave. So she left it running, and the damn thing died. And there's no power at the fuel pump. We thought, well, the fuel pump went out.
Mm-hmm.
So, like an idiot, instead of going through all the wiring and checking stuff,
We just got one.
I put a brand new fuel pump in this thing. Yeah,
And
did not fix
It
it.
didn't fix it.
But we haven't tried a bunch of shit.
No.
So I don't know where this video is going
Uh-huh.
because I am literally drowning right now.
It's warm.
Yeah, it's warm.
That's a...
And I got a date.
You
to
got
go
a
to.
date tonight.
Not a date, you know what I mean.
Plan for the evening.
But what we have not done is sprayed any brake clean down the throat of this thing or anything like that to see if we still have spark. So I'm going to do that.
You want to walk around it and mouth it a minute and show it a little bit better than just what I've done?
I guess. I mean, there's not a whole lot to it. It's a Chrysler.
It's got a new old top on it. It's only been on it roughly 10 or so years, but it's already took its damage.
Yeah, and it's got a bunch of ants living on it, as you can see.
It keeps a lot of the rain out. Not all of it.
It's a good place for critters
He
to live.
did have to patch the floor,
Like I
all of
said,
it, didn't you?
I patched the whole driver's side, and I patched a small part back there in the passenger side.
That was completely gone. There was just carpet there,
I think
wasn't there?
my daughter did the duct tape seat, didn't
That
she?
was me.
Was it you?
I'm the duct tape queen. We
But
had
this-
to completely repatch that floor.
Yeah.
And
Had to take the carpet, the seats out of it, everything. We actually put time into this thing, and it just quit running. Really sucked. Which we only paid like $300 for this, right?
right. Just keep it out of the junkyard and maybe try to get a rider.
Yeah, get my daughter first vehicles just to make it for a little while.
It's got
Look at
the
that.
cutest back
Look at
seat.
show that shit.
Oh, we got an infestation here.
This is what happens when a car sits.
Around here especially.
Those are carrying food. Does that mean they're termites?
No, those are ants.
Those are regular ants?
Yeah, they're just...
Hey, we didn't
Trying to
bring the
take
keys to this, did we?
No.
We ought to look in the trunk, man.
Well, I was going to show that back seat. I think it's adorable.
Here, let me try to get it open. Sometimes it just takes the touch of a man. Okay, maybe not. Okay, seat's broke.
Touch it,
So,
man.
yeah, it's not going to happen.
Okay, we'll just peek over the shoulder then again. I think it's adorable though. It's leather and it's little and it's cute.
It is
It's just
cute.
Stuffed in there.
Hey,
is
maybe we
nice.
can look through the passenger side. Let's try that. This is where the bees are going to be, okay? So be scared, be very scared. And the liquor snakes. We got copperheads and rattlesnakes around here too, so let's see if this seat will pull forward. Here we
It
go. Shit, yes. Let me out of here.
A few things work. Get in there.
We're too organized. You know what? You want me to go get the key so we can... Well, we're going to have the key no matter what. You know what I mean?
I thought that seat was like worth the car.
Yeah, the seat.
Personally. If the car ever goes to the junkyard, I say we keep that big back seat.
You wouldn't put a humongous person back here, though.
No.
Would you?
No.
I'm going to go get the key.
Okay.
Let's hope this is the key, because I can't find it. If it ain't the key, then nobody takes care of their yard, do they? Who the hell?
Tore down this porch and built a fancy wagon out of it.
Hey, repurposing is amazing.
Look at this beautiful wagon bed that he's made.
Alright, that is the key. Does it fit the
That's
trunk?
why this looks bad. I think it's one key for all.
Is it? Well, let's see what's in the trunk of this one.
Alright.
We might end up showing something that puts us in prison, eh?
I think we kind of emptied it because somebody was supposed to maybe come look at it.
Oh, yeah? Boy, that ain't much of a trunk, is it? Wow, that's weird.
Yeah, it's because of the top. It folds down in
Look
there.
at this. We got a brand new
we know
mouse
what
house.
that means.
Brand new mouse house.
That has not been there long.
No.
Because we were in this trunk like a month or two ago.
We have some parts that go to the car. Here's the little piece that fell off the side.
Yeah. I think this is the side of the seat.
Cool, huh?
I think those are jack and tire hold down stuff.
Yeah. That donut I drove home on when I got this car.
Yeah, huh?
Then,
Yeah. He had to crawl under it and shove it into gear because the shifter linkage ripped out when he tried to start it the first time.
yeah, it has a little plastic keeper, kind of like your windshield wiper blades.
So he shoved it into go and just got it here.
Man, your hair getting all over me. I don't even know how.
The moisture, it's sticking to everything.
But we put new shocks on this thing. As you can tell, it's holding itself up.
Yeah.
It's a shame it wouldn't fit on her Jeep.
I know, because
Chrysler can't make two things that fit.
every part is just more and more adding to it, and then it just sits here.
No, this was a good running car, actually.
It's a 3.0
Zero.
V6.
Yeah. 3.0 V6 front wheel drive. I mean, it's, I guess you can say it's kind of loaded. It's got an air conditioner.
It's kind of got some luxury kind of stuff in
Yeah.
it. It's electric windows, and
Yeah, show the doodads in there.
it was, I'd have liked to have had it real new.
Like, here's your, whatever the hell that is. There's your parking
It's the
brake. There's your,
lights.
I don't want to leave those
Oh,
on.
look how nice that dash looks.
Yeah, this got a nice dash. It's got 163,000 miles on it, which is pathetic for
There's the
Chrysler. Definitely the problem.
That's what's wrong with it.
Yep. But it's a LeBaron 92, right? Is that what we said?
Yeah, it is a 92.
But I mean, it's kind of fancy for back in the day. Which ain't really back in the day. It's 92. Hell, we was born in the 80s. Yeah, it's got its flaws, don't it? I'd say these doors didn't hold up good on any of these cars. I mean, you know, these things probably all leaked water, rotted the floors out, and right? I even patched the frame, not the frame because it ain't got a frame, but it's got a unibody, and right up here in the front I had to patch that, which is really sketchy. I patched it with a piece of angle iron, but it's all I had, so that's what I did. Better than my daughter getting hurt.
Gave it some more support back.
I guess let's move on to the motor part of the thing. All right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, there's a red wash. Great. That one's actual red. It's not the reddish black.
It's the one's already mad.
I'm putting this key in the ignition before I lose it. Yeah, I don't know how well this is going to work. Because it's literally like, it's...
It's hot. That's what you were saying. Is that what you were trying to get around to?
Colors?
You're a little
Like,
bit
can you
red, I
see me?
guess.
No, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about my clothing.
Yeah, they're getting dark. It's your shirt's getting darker as you go.
I know I'm getting redder. I'll blame that on the beer, though. Okay, what do I need to do first?
I don't know where you would start on this. I guess start looking for spark and
Did I even
all
tighten
that.
these? Look at that. It's almost like I was ready for this shit. I got this 9-volt battery in my pocket. You know, just happened to carry it around.
Yeah, sure, I bet. You always.
I gotta remember that went there. I'll show you how to check one of these things. If I can remember. It's not that way. Yeah, it's that way.
Fired up.
You touch the prong. This battery come out of my smoke detector, so it's probably dead. Hear it kicking in and out?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how you can test your relays. This sucker was right up against that, wasn't it?
I didn't see, babe, to be honest.
Oh, doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah.
As long as you can't see it, doesn't matter. Man, I am dripping like...
I seen it.
Oh,
I
shit.
don't know if the camera's noticed it.
I hope it does, man.
Yeah, I'm sure it will before we're done.
This is what I do for people, okay?
Can you imagine though, like we could go through a parade with
Which
the top
side's the
down.
hot on? This
Get that
side?
out of there.
I guess it's got mouse poop on it. Might as well.
Perfect.
Okay. This way. Alright. Is there anything I want to do before I just jump into it like that? Like there really ain't much to do, is there?
The ones we watch on TV, they usually like see if something's catching fire first and foremost.
Yeah, well, that's just hooking up the battery.
Yeah, and then a lot of times I think they start looking for spark next.
Now listen, well, you ain't gonna hear all that lawnmower probably. You're gonna have to get down in here. All kinds of sounds.
Yeah, I heard noises
So
here
you
by
know
this
what?
computer.
Maybe we just lost electricity, maybe to the fuel pump back there, and maybe the rest of it still works.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to do the cranking? I'll spray the shit in here.
Okay, are we ready for that now?
Well, I mean, I don't know what else to do. I'm not. I mean, unless it's got trouble under here, and it's gonna have to be like to be continued because we ain't got nothing to really put on this thing. You know, we own 3 Chrysler products, but they don't interchange with each other. And nothing does. Even though they're all 90s. Well, except the Jeep. It's not a 90. So, yeah, when it comes down to it, I don't really know what to do. I just spray the thing.
Start trying to find the possible short, if that's the issue, maybe.
Maybe we'd have to get this thing up out the air. It's got the wiring that runs underneath of it.
Is this one of the ones that need the brake?
I
Probably.
don't remember shit about it. It's
Some-
been, what, 2 years? Well, now I can't remember now.
Are you ready?
Nope. I guess. You want me to take the camera? Yeah, let me
No.
have the camera.
You'll be doing
It makes more sense, trust me. I'm gonna spray it. I guess. Bad connection? Yep. Ready? Yep. Go. Give her gas. She's got no spark, does she? So the same thing happened to the damn Dodge. The pickup trucks happened to this car. Huh. See, where we would have to go next is underneath that distributor cap. Because I think the distributor, if the firing stuff ain't working under there, I think it shuts down everything else. You know what I'm saying? It's got a, it sends a, damn it, why can't I think right now? Yeah, it sends a signal. That sun is bright.
It is.
Man, I can't see anything. We can, if I got the screwdriver small enough to do that, we can take the cap off and look under there. I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's got a nest in there.
You never know. Yeah, you never know. So there could just lose connection between somewhere.
That's the tiniest little screwdriver. You see that?
Yeah.
I don't know if I even got a screwdriver that small.
I think that is the Phillips that you've got in that box. The itty one. Little bitty one. Little blue.
There's 1,000 straight screwdrivers in here when you need a Phillips. Trust me. That's not, maybe, let's try it.
Here, this one's smaller.
There's the old dirt daubers that we have. That is, let's set it down. This might work first, you never know. It is way too hot for this shit. And you gotta watch my back, because there are bees out here really bad. I don't know anything about the car. It's not like I can tell you anything about it. I can tell you it's a Chrysler, and it ain't gonna run just like every one of them don't run.
Well, one thing we know is that it's got some sort of an electrical issue with the air conditioner, because when we got it,
Did you shut the ignition off?
it was
shocked.
yeah, I shut it off and pulled the keys.
Yeah.
The air conditioner, when we got it, was rigged up with its own new wiring, and they instructed us to not use it. So we went ahead and pulled that wiring.
Wow.
And decided this is not an AC
Is there
car.
a trick to this thing? What's going on? Why does it look like it's got a bolt in there? It looks like there's a bolt under there. You see that? There's something under there, I'm telling you. This ain't gonna just lift
Oh,
off.
the rotor. Yeah, the rotor does have a bolt behind
That's
it.
not normal. I've never seen one have a bolt under there.
See if I can get the camera down there to show it.
What size do you think that is? A 10 or something? Smaller?
Yeah, it looks like a 10.
Yeah?
Uh-huh. I actually got this to show it.
Here, let me see if I can't get in there. No, it's smaller than that.
Wow.
Jeez. Let's try 8.
Well,
I'm not
it sure
used to-
don't look smaller.
No, it's an 8. Weird, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I've never in my life seen a bolt in one of those. I hope that's even what it's for. Kind of has to be, I guess, right?
I mean, it looks like it.
Still ain't budged. I know you gotta watch these things. They'll cut your fingers if you don't watch it. Wow.
Sure don't look like it's coming out
Do
yet.
you gotta take it completely out? What the hell?
Oh, look, it's got these little screws here too. I don't
Yeah,
know
that
what
ain't got
those
nothing to do with the rotor though.
Uh-huh.
It's got, that hides our electrical under there. I don't want to take this out because it looks like a pain in the ass to get back in there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. How does the inside of that cap look? Does it look happy? Healthy?
It's not perfect, but I mean,
Could it be an issue?
no, it ain't gonna shut down the fuel pump, I don't think.
I don't know how these systems, I know your truck said that it's all tied together, and if one thing
All right,
is
here's how it's gonna
incomplete-
go. I'm gonna take that bolt out, okay?
Okay.
And if I can't get it back in,
It's
Your
gonna
tiny-
be on camera.
your tiny little hands are gonna help me.
Okay,
All right?
no problem.
I've got sausage fingers. Because I'm thinking this is holding on there. Look at that. What a
Look at
ridiculous
that.
setup.
Let's have a look at it.
Chrysler, I wonder about you.
You came up with that. I don't know, maybe it's so it won't ever fall off.
Shit. Better not let your Chrysler fall apart going down the road. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. We didn't bring no spray, did we?
No, but do we got a hammer?
We do got a hammer.
That might work.
You ain't got a spray? Get a hammer.
It's the only thing I don't like about work. It takes me from what I'm supposed to be doing.
Uh-huh.
Don't take me serious, people. I'm not an alkie. Or am I? That ain't coming out. You son of a beep! I guess I'm gonna try a straight screwdriver. It's made for both.
Yeah, that'll fix it. Straights always help.
Yeah, they're the worst. This one's tore up.
That's why I brought so many.
Jeez. This one, I'll take a grinder to this shit and fix it. Fixing to fix it.
Or he's fixing
Wow.
to do something else that starts with an F.
You know what I think now?
What?
I think the problem's under there because those won't come out.
Maybe
That's
it's
the way it always is.
maybe it's rusted or got enough moisture in there, and that's why they're locked in there. And
Yeah, but
caused an issue.
it ain't got points. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's got electrical,
Stuff.
a plate under here,
Yeah.
and it's called a coil, I think.
Like a pickup coil, like the truck.
I think that's what it's called, a pickup coil. When it spins around, it sends a signal
to it.
to your fuel or
If-
something that kicks on your fuel pump and everything.
Yeah, it could be part of the all-around system that does shut down the fuel pump.
See, once again, this is Dodge, right? Which
Yeah.
a lot of vehicles are made like this. It's got a crankshaft position sensor. And if that goes out, then it won't kick on. It won't let your computer do its job either. You see what I'm saying? It's an automatic shutdown, which has it over there. I don't remember if I jumped shit on this one or not. I couldn't even get the fuel pump to kick on this one. Remember?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
There's a 20 ampere ignition,
Yeah, I already checked that. I checked that like before you even got home.
and here's an ignition coil,
Yeah.
injection ignition coil.
Is that this one?
It's a big.
Or do you got it upside down? No,
It would go that way.
I just hooked this one up a while ago when it clicked. Remember?
Okay, so the open one there is your fuel pump.
Yes, but we've checked this one before because I opened the sucker up. Remember? So what I'm saying, you can jump across these because your ignition gives you a tiny bit of voltage that kicks in this relay, that kicks in your 12 volts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it seems like the truck, we had 12 volts on two sides, or I don't remember because my memory sucks, but I know we had 12 volts here. I don't remember if the ignition part was there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I said, it goes back to if that won't send a signal, if the crank position sensor doesn't send a signal, then all this over here is shut down. It won't let it do anything. I don't know what to do. I'm literally dying of a heat stroke right now.
We could take a little break and come back, and they won't know the difference unless we tell them.
Come back and do what though?
I don't know,
Like,
whatever.
We ain't got shit to do on this thing. We'd have to buy some stuff and start throwing it at it. And look how hard it's gonna be to get to this one back here. You know what I mean? If you had one of those wrenches that spin when you hit it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they.
Man, that's in aluminum. That sucks.
And then, is this how it held down or no?
That's how you pull the complete distributor out and time it.
Oh.
You know what I mean? When you set it down and point at number 1 or whatever, that's your whole distributor. It comes out, hooks into your oil pump. I don't know what to do because literally it's so hot, and I know if I keep doing this in this heat, I'm gonna F this up so bad that it'll never work again. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Give me a minute to think.
Okay, we're gonna pause.
Okay, I don't know how this works, okay? I never said I was a genius. I'm not an electrical guy.
But you smart.
I'm not smart. Don't ever say that again. No, seriously. But we're gonna see if we can get a spark out of the damn coil wire, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the coil right there. See it?
Okay.
It's got a really crappy looking wire running to it.
Oh,
I
maybe
can
that's
tell you
our
that
problem.
much.
Maybe you should have a look at that, make sure that it's in there.
See, I need to research. But I'm gonna, like a dumbass, hold this here and let my wife crank it. But first I'm lighting a cigarette in case it's my last one.
Let's see if I can work like a real camera person and just set this up.
Well, try it, baby.
Sorry if it's shaky.
Yeah, I love this kind of work, but this 100 and something degree day is not allowing me to even think as good as I normally can. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I usually drink a beer and I'll calm down, I can think better. Man, this is crazy. Beer ain't even making it any cooler out here, man. Taking a long time, ain't it? Want me to just hold it? I can do both at the same time. I'm like that. I can.
It's good right there.
You sure?
I think so.
When the car starts cranking, though.
Let's see what happens.
You know what? I really don't want to hold on to that. So I got a pair of pliers in here. No, I don't. All right, go for it. Nope. I don't see shit. Like I'm saying though, I'm not so sure. Like if something messed up under this cap, I'm not sure it'll even let that stuff even work. I don't know how it works.
Mm-hmm.
I have to do some research on it. But that did not shoot a spark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wish it was easier to get some relays out of here.
Yeah, that might have grabbed some needle nose for you and your little electrical plier.
Yeah. I've gotten rusty on this crap. I ain't gonna lie about it. Which one is that?
Starter.
Oh, we know the starter works, right?
Yeah.
Man, I'm sweating so bad.
If you don't stop, you're gonna rinse all the dirt off this car.
The patina, you mean?
Yeah, this is patina.
Not sure what to do because I don't know. It's too damn hot.
I think you should put a multimeter on that box.
On what box?
That fuse box.
Well, I'm pretty sure I established they had juice on there before, and I gotta have something to pull that shit out. And since I broke the top off this is really fun. You know what I mean? Is the ignition on?
I think I pulled the key out again.
Again?
Yeah, for safety. And want to zap you. I don't know what he was getting into.
All right.
Another limb.
Well, I mean, I'm tired of getting whip bombed. All right.
The doors work. The dingers in the door works fine.
I've got the ignition off, okay?
Okay.
And this is on the fuel pump part of it. I pulled the fuel pump thing.
What do you think it should read off?
I don't know.
Okay.
Usually what the battery reads, I reckon. This meter's bouncing all over the place because it's a piece of shit. Let me see if it'll read the battery right. It works on the battery, so it should work over here. Now, I don't remember which one of these are ground, but wait a minute, that ain't the way you do it. You got to ground from your battery.
That's what I thought. You would ground your battery.
Yeah.
Ain't that a hot side?
So see that? That's.
Aren't you on the hot side?
I am on the hot side.
Okay, that don't work that way, does it?
All right, this
There
says. You can't believe that. This meter's bouncing everywhere. So that one's got 12 volts on it.
All right, so that one's getting battery power.
Yes, and that's with the ignition off. Okay, remember this one did not have nothing on it. Okay. I mean, my meter's saying it does, but it's showing so small, I don't believe my meter. My meter's stupid like that. The bottom one doesn't have anything either. So right now, this one has 12 volts on it, okay?
So that one's supposed to feed the other side of the relay.
It's constant power. The power of the battery's always on that one. Now, when I turn the ignition on, I should get a 12 volt somewhere else over here. Okay? Now, this might not work because this is, I keep forgetting
This sure did start going crazy. When you
this
flipped
is
that
fuel
switch.
pump though. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They only kick on for so long. Okay, we have our 12 volts there still. See, now we have 12 volts over here. A while ago we didn't.
So your ignition turned the power to the other part.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Why ain't it working? So you jump down here, and one of these should have a tiny bit of voltage. Okay, we have 12 volt in 3 places now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense or not.
This car's all wrong.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I'll need to research it. It's kind of a dumb thing to even come out here and start poking it with stuff. Like, you know what I mean? But
I think this is the reason that they mouth mopars.
oh, it is.
For electrical issues.
It definitely is. But you've seen it there.
Yeah.
It had 12 volts in one place.
It's confused.
I turned the ignition on. We got 12 volts in 3 places, which I don't think makes sense. Because I think one place is supposed to be a tiny bit of ohms.
A little bitty.
That kicks in those 2 12 volt. I don't know. I shouldn't explain this. I really don't freaking know, man. Like I said, I'm dumb as a box of rocks. So.
Oh, you're not? Look at that wagon you just built.
I can half-ass weld and stuff. I got vision. I ain't got nothing else. You know what I mean? I'm gonna shut the ignition off though. Even though I think the coil doesn't work. So. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Is there anywhere else to check for power like that to make sure it's going to the next places in line?
See, that's what I'm saying. You have ignition right here, okay?
Right.
Your injection?
Injection ignition coil. What does that mean? Does that mean this back here?
No. I think that does mean what's under there.
In the truck, it's called a pickup under there.
Yeah, but those
Pickup
kick in your...
It was supposed to be tied into all of it, yeah.
Listen to me talk, man. The fuel rail, it will not squirt anything in here. It will not send a signal to tell it to. If this shit under here, it's called a pickup coil, doesn't send a signal and tell it to do anything. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And right here it's saying injection coil, which I don't know what the hell that is. But I know this has something to do with making the injection work.
And you said that this is called a
That's your regular coil.
regular coil.
That runs your spark plugs and shit.
So maybe one of those two is that relay?
Like I said, if this under here don't work, I think it shuts it all down. If, let's say, the crank position sensor goes out, it shuts it all down. They do all the same thing because of the automatic shut off on this.
It's a big circuit that has to
let me
be...
see if I can find
I didn't see it on that one.
Yeah, I don't see it either, but I know it's got it because when I was reading on this car once upon a time, I remember reading about it. Either way, we're gonna have to buy parts. I ain't finding it on here, but who knows? Maybe it's under that distributor. For some reason, it don't want to come apart, does it? And that's usually a good sign for me. Like when something don't want to cooperate with me.
It's showing signs it's drawed moisture.
Oh yes.
And we know distributors and moistures don't.
This car sat for approximately 5 years anyway.
Before we've had it, and then a couple more since then.
Yeah, but I mean it ran when we got it. So.
Yeah, but it had been sitting also, like running but sitting.
But I'm not going to give up on it, so there's going to be a to be continued. I just wanted to make sure, honestly, that I even had spark, so I can't really go any further until I, find out I don't have that. So now we can, if we want to, we'll start buying some shit and throwing on it and seeing if we can get it to come back alive. And if none of that fixes it, then it's the computers. It's got something over there. Maybe it's got more than one computer. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard noises here when you hooked it up the first time with the battery.
There's modules and all kinds of shit on here. You know what I mean? Like over my head stuff. I don't work for NASA. So I'm not an engineer. I ain't nothing like that. So just a country boy.
I wonder if anybody's in this home.
Let's hope.
Anybody in there?
Hope they come out and scare the crap out of you.
Looks empty. I think it's abandoned.
Anyway, I don't know what else to do. Like I said, we gotta go somewhere. It's hot. I don't feel like even doing this. So, what do you think?
think it is very hot.
It sucks to end a video when nothing even happens. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is my second one that did that. Both Chrysler products. Who would have thought, right? If I would have started this back in my 20s, you know what I mean? Seemed like a shitty luck in the 40s is what it seems like. But I don't know. I guess like, comment, subscribe. If you know what's wrong with this, tell me. Like if you have an idea of
Things to check.
yeah, things to do to it, check, whatever, man. I am like in the dark on these computerized vehicles. So you want to do that? Please help me. And thanks for hanging out with me, and subscribe. Did I say that?
I think you did, but
Okay.
we can hear it again.
Everybody else says it 1,000 times. So
Right.
subscribe. Well, have a good day. I'll see you later.